Look at all that. Then up here, oh hell.
2 years ago, we took you inside the home of Peter Cerniak to see firsthand the toxic black dust coating most of his furniture. Cerniak relies on oxygen to help him breathe. He has COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, after a lifetime working in steel mills and living where coal was once stored. His house right across the road from the KCBX terminal owned by Coke Carbon, and across the Calumet River from Beamsterburg Slag, two companies that stored massive piles of petcoke. When the wind blew, the sky was filled with thick black clouds, making it hard for nearby residents to breathe. Recently, the mountains of petcoke were hauled out by Beamsterburg after the city of Chicago responded to resident complaints and imposed a new ordinance forcing companies to eliminate or reduce those piles of petcoke.
The people, united, will never be divided.
But it was a hollow victory because residents today are still plagued by dust in the air and in their homes. So they once again took their complaints to the street.
My election, our election, was a testament that people can beat big money.
Newly elected 10th Ward Alderman Susan Sadlowski Garza spoke at a citizens' rally for the environment. Neighborhood residents want all petcoke operations shut down. Petcoke is the byproduct of processing Canadian tar sands into crude oil. The black powder has been linked to asthma and other respiratory ailments. KCBX is making money by selling the petcoke to India and China, where it's used to heat homes and generate power. The city ordinance banning petcoke forbids companies from expanding their operations. But KCBX is now changing its focus from storing the petcoke in big piles to distributing it. And instead of arriving by the truckload, the petcoke now comes in open railroad cars from oil refineries in Joliet and Lamont, which means the black powder is allowed to scatter in the wind as it moves along the rails. One area resident even wrote a song about it.
The petcoke train, 110 cars long, please paint that train bright red.
Small piles of petcoke can easily be found along the tracks leading into the KCBX facility.
This is real dusty stuff. This blows around all the time. Look at as it comes off of my hand.
Tom Shepard is executive director of the Southeast Environmental Task Force, which has been leading efforts to rid the neighborhood of petcoke.
Some houses that are practically valueless because of the property values being decreased because of its proximity to this plant here.